Pearson PT's new test structure from 7th of August 2025. Module, how many tasks are there? Important tasks, summarize group discussion, new task, and speaking, respond to a situation. This is also added. Fill in the blanks, drop down, 5 questions, maximum 6 questions. The remaining 7 are there in section 2. It's a high score task. Certain tasks are double checked. So these 7 tasks, content is going to be assessed by human writer, getting a free mock test. Hello guys, how are you doing? This is a session. In this, I'm going to teach you the Pearson PT's new exam structure, test structure, which is with effect from 7th of August 2025. Let's get into that. So I am going to show you in which module, in each module, how many tasks are there. Number 1, what each module has. Number 1. Number 2, what is estimated duration of each module that I'm going to show. The estimated duration of each module I'm going to show. And thirdly, I am also going to show you which tasks are estimated to be important tasks in the new PTE Academic. So, 3 things: module, the tasks which are there in the quantity of those tasks, duration of the module, important tasks from the each module I'm going to show you. So therefore, you can appropriately, accordingly plan your preparation, invest your time, invest your energy in a productive manner. Let's start. So now the Pearson PT exam is a 4-module exam. There are 4 things in it. First, it starts with speaking. Then once speaking is finished, there is going to be writing. Once writing is finished, reading, at the end, listening. So the structure is SWRL. That is the structure of the Pearson PTE Academic test. So let's start with speaking module. Let's get inside the speaking module. What all there in this? Approximately the duration of speaking module is going to be 30 minutes. Approximately, right? Roughly. So now let's look at the tasks. The task, number of questions from each task, skill, that is skill mapping was there, and then estimated. So task name, number of questions, skill is nothing but where are you getting the score by answering this task. That's what it is. Estimated score, like high score, moderate score, or low score. This is what I'm going to show you. First one, without any change, what is it? Read aloud. Read aloud. 6 to 7 questions you will get in the test. And then the skill where you get the score is speaking, right? And in terms of score, it is high score tasks are important task in the Pearson PT Academic test. Is estimated to be a high score task or an important task. Number 2, in the speaking module, that is repeat sentence. Repeat sentence, minimum 10 questions, maximum 12 questions. When you give perfect answers to this type of task, you get marks in speaking and listening both. So it is important for a candidate's speaking score and listening score both, basically. So high score tasks are important tasks, basically. So repeat sentence is an important task in speaking module because it is responsible, it is supplying you score in speaking and listening both. Third one, describe image. There will be minimum 5 questions and maximum 6 questions from describe image, and it is going to supply speaking score. It is estimated to be a high score task or an important task for your PTE. Speaking score, basically, it is giving you only speaking score. The fourth one, read a lecture. 2 to 3 questions, minimum 2 questions, maximum 3 questions you get from read a lecture. And it is supplying score in speaking and listening both. And it is estimated to be a high score task or an important task. Answer short questions, minimum 5 questions, maximum 6 questions. It is supplying score only in listening. And then its weightage is very, very less, ignorable amount of score you may end up getting from there. And then summarize group discussion, which is new task MPS and PTE academic speaking. There will be minimum 2 questions, maximum 3 questions. And it is going to give you a listening score and speaking score. And I assume it to be an important task because the number of questions are 2, 3. And based on the question types, model and everything, I estimate it to be, I predict it to be an important task. Okay. And then the other one, which is respond to a situation. This is also newly added to the Pearson PTE speaking. There will be 2 to 3 questions. It is going to supply score only in speaking. And it's supposed to be a moderately important task, not very important, not, less important task, moderately important task in Pearson PTE speaking. So this is what the speaking module is. Now let's enter into writing module. So before entering into writing module, let us look at the important tasks in speaking module. Please see. Read aloud, important. Repeat sentence, important. Describe image, important. Read a lecture, important. Summarize group discussion, important. So these 4 you have to work hard to get your desired score PTE. I'm not asking you to ignore or respond to a situation. That also you practice. But I'm talking about the most important tasks in speaking. So that you can work on these tasks first. You prioritize these 5 tasks. Then later on, after mastering these 5, you can work on the respond to a situation. Next one, writing module. So the expected duration of writing module is 40 minutes because there are going to be 2 summarized written text questions. One summarized written text question is expected to be 10 minutes. So 2 means 10 plus 10, 20. One essay is 20 minutes. So I'm expecting it to be a 40-minute module, right? So task, number of questions, skill, estimated score. Please see. Summarize written text, number of questions 2 as per the score guide. Skill is what? Reading and writing. So it is in the writing module, but it is going to give you reading score as well. So the score is going to be high, or it is going to be an important question as far as the estimation is concerned, right? And then write essay. There will be only one essay in the writing part. You have 20 minutes to write one essay, and it's going to supply score in writing. Definitely, write essay is going to be an important task in the writing module. So you have to prioritize these 2 tasks in the writing module. There are only two are important. Summarize written text is important because it is going to supply reading score and writing score. Essay is important because it is supplying significant amount of score. Then module number 3, that is reading. Okay, so reading's duration, I am estimating it to be approximately 30 plus minutes. That should be the duration of reading module. 30 plus minutes should be the duration of reading module with a US. And then look at the tasks. First one, fill in the blanks, drop down. There will be minimum 5 questions, maximum 6 questions. When you answer these 5, 6 questions, you end up getting score in reading. You will receive reading score from fill in the blanks, drop down. And it should be an important task. It should be an important task in the Pearson PT reading and for the entire test also. And then multiple choice, multiple answer, 2 to 3 questions. And the reading score you're going to get from this, it is not an important task historically. I'm not expecting it to be an important task in the new test. And the third one, what is it? Reorder paragraphs, 2 to 3 questions. Only reading score you will receive. It is moderately important task. Moderately important task, basically. It's not very important, moderately important task. Fill in the blanks, drag and drop is another task, which is at number 4. 4 to 5 questions. You get reading score. It is very important and highly important task in the reading. Last and least score supplying task, that is multiple choice, single answer, multi-single, 2 to 3 questions. Reading score you get lesser, reading score you get less, reading score you get less, basically. So this is the end of reading module. Now we'll look at the tasks to focus in the reading module. for a good score. Fill in the blanks, drop down, fill in the blanks, drag and drop down, drag and drop. Fundamentally, two types of fill in the blanks tasks are important in the reading module, right? And reorder paragraph should be number 3 important task. After these two, reorder paragraphs is important. In my opinion, guys, if anybody is able to do well, if you are doing well in fill in the blanks, definitely you will start doing well in the reorder paragraphs also, right? So you can keep it as what? The third priority when you're practicing reading. Listening, the last module, let's look at it. The duration is expected to be approximately 35, maybe few minutes here and there. That's the expected duration of listening module. So let's look at the numbers. First task, which is summarize spoken text, which is supposed to be there in section 1, listening. Whatever the duration you get is divided into section 1 and section 2. In section 1, there is only one task, which is called summarize spoken text. And the number of questions from this will be only 1. It is going to supply listening score and writing score both. It's supposed to be an important task. Okay. And then the remaining tasks after summarize spoken text are basically they are in section 2, right? The remaining 7 are there in section 2. Multiple choice, multiple answers, multi, 2 to 3 question. You receive only listening score by answering this task. Low score task, basically. Fill in the blanks. Type in basically what is it? 2 to 3 questions you get, and you are going to receive only listening score. It's supposed to be an important task in the listening module. It's simple and straightforward task, should be an important task. And then highlight correct summary. 2 to 3 questions, and you get what? Little bit of listening score you get, little bit of reading score you get. I would say the weightage for this task should be lesser, looking at the historical trend. And then multiple choice single answer, you will receive only listening score. There will be 2 to 3 questions from this, and the weightage should be less or low. And then select missing word, again same thing, 2 to 3 questions. 1 or 2 questions. You get what? Listening score only, and it's a low score item. And then highlight incorrect words. 2 to 3 questions. You get what? Listening score and reading score both. It's a high score task or an important task. Write from dictation. Does it? Write from dictation. 3 to 4 questions, you are going to receive the listening score and reading score by answering right from dictation. 3 to 4 questions is definitely, undoubtedly, naturally an important task in the listening module. I would say it is the most important task in the listening module. Now, in this Pearson PTE academic exam, certain tasks are double checked. So that means when you supply an answer, the answer is going to be assessed by computer in Pearson PT exam. But in addition to the computer check or the AI check, there will be human assessment also on the content part, basically only on content part, not other traits. So for which tasks the content is going to be double checked, second time checked by human, we will look at it. But before getting there, look at the important tasks from listening module so that you can declutter things and you can only focus on the stuff that is important. Summarize spoken text, important. Fill in the blanks, important. Highlight incorrect words, important. Write from dictation, important. So these are the tasks, 4 tasks that can make or break your listening score as far as the historical information is concerned. Right. And then double mark tasks. I told you, right? Certain tasks in Pearson now are going to be assessed by the human also along with the AI. What are they? Let's have a look at that. The first task that get describe image in speaking module first will be assessed by AI for all the traits, oral fluency, pronunciation, content. Then only content is going to be assessed by human writer. Read a lecture in speaking. First, AI assesses all the areas, oral fluency, pronunciation, content. Then the human rater assesses only content. Then summarize group discussion, speaking, same, oral fluency, pronunciation, content will be assessed by AI. Only content is going to be assessed by human. And then respond to situation in speaking. First AI, oral fluency, pronunciation, content assessment done by AI, and then the human rater does the content check. Right. Summarize written text belonging to writing module. AI does all the assessments like content, grammar, vocabulary, other stuff. Only content is going to be assessed by the human rater. Write essay, same. The other areas and content both are checked by the AI. Other areas like spelling and lexical range, all that stuff will be checked by AI. And then only content is checked by human data. Summarize spoken text from listening module. First, AI does the assessment for all the areas, content, grammar, vocabulary, spelling, everything. Then at last, the only content will be checked by the human data. So these 7 tasks: describe image, read a lecture, summarize group discussion, respond to situation, summarize written text, essay, summarize spoken text. All these 7 tasks are going to be double verified. First, whole verification, whole assessment is done by AI. Only content is assessed by the human. What is content? It is simple. Have you written relevant answer to the question, or have you given relevant spoken response, relevant spoken answer or not? Second thing is, have you given sufficient answer? These two things. What is it? Relevance, sufficiency. Is it relevant or is it sufficient? And is it sufficient? Is it relevant or and is it sufficient? Relevant, sufficient. These two things checked by the human being basically as far as the content is concerned. So that is it. There will be a separate video in this playlist on what is each task, a brief of each task. Please follow that. If you're preparing for PTE Academic, if you are looking at getting a free mock test, right, to get used to the exam and all, we have a link. We have our practice portal. The link for the practice portal to get the free mock test is given in the description. Please use it and get your free mock test. Thank you.